Hello, Aries. Welcome to your weekly reading for September 18th to the 24th. This is for Aries Sun and Aries Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity to get more specific and detailed with your reading, Aries. I do this because you know I love you. I want you to feel like it's a personal reading, as if we are here truly one-on-one rather than a general spread. Lastly, Aries, I use astrology because it brings a lot more depth to your reading. So this week, wow, powerful week. You know, this I call it the slingshot week, okay? And I'm going to tell you why. The first things first, Tuesday, the sun is opposite Neptune. Now, this is not something that I want you to worry too much about. This is not like the sun squaring or the sun opposite Saturn or any of those like really strong sun oppositions that we've gone through. This is sun opposite Neptune. So really, like, you may feel like your right brain, your imagination, your creativity, your intuition cranked up. And if not, crank it up, okay? Be on guard too. Don't, with this aspect, it tends to bring a little bit of confusion, okay? And then it's also a time where, with it bringing a little bit of confusion, remember that Neptune is retrograde in Pisces. This is allowing you to really tap into your spiritual side. So again, honing in on that intuition is going to, you're going to fare a lot better this day, okay? One thing I'm going to mention, I rarely talk about the moon transits because they're just so fast moving, but I felt compelled to talk about the fact that this day the moon will be in Scorpio, so there could be this intensity to your passions, okay, or you just being very passionate about the things that you're doing. But the other thing that with moon in Scorpio, that tends to bring up secrets and unleashes secrets. So when I say be on guard, especially with a sun opposite Neptune, which can bring a little bit of like illusion, be on guard, okay? Trust your intuition and just really tap into your creative side, okay? You're gonna be able to really hone in on that energy now. Now, on Wednesday, the day after, the sun is trining Pluto. Now, I've talked about this. This is huge. Now listen, trines are very auspicious. And Pluto, even though it's a dwarf planet, packs a huge punch, okay? Now, one of the reasons why I talked about the moon in Scorpio is because Scorpio, hello, ruling planet is Pluto, okay? And we're all talking about the 8th house here. And so this is power. This is transformation. The sun trining Pluto, this is you powering up in a really big way. Huge 5-star day, sense of empowerment, you taking control of your life, you saying, have that moment, okay? Because remember, at this point, none of the inner planets are retrograde. Venus has gone direct, Mercury has gone direct, okay? Mars, your ruling planet, is blazing through Libra. So with these retrogrades, which were times for you to reflect and reassess the things that are important in your life and your path to enlightenment and your goals, this is a time to really power up. And I'm not going to lie, you're going to feel it today. You are absolutely going to feel it anyway. It is a day where you can make a huge impact. You could impress higher ups, bosses, or whatnot. It really is like a day where, I'm not gonna lie, everyone's gonna have this sense of like empowerment, all right? Don't be surprised if you see your neighbors walking down the sidewalk wearing like a royal like robe, wearing a crown and waiting for people to like hail them. Like, this is one of those days. And again, we don't have an aspect like this, the sun trining Pluto, for the rest of the year. This is really huge, really huge. Could be an intense day, but this is just like really, really feeling confident, really feeling good. And again, slingshot, okay? This is like after the Mercury retrograde, after the Venus retrograde, with Mars blazing through your sign, it's like a slingshot, sun trines Pluto, boom, okay? This is you need to just take action. And, thinking about your last reading, you're on your way. You're on your way. Now, the 23rd, okay, this is when we move into Libra season. Sun moves into Libra on the day of, the fall equinox here in the Northern Hemisphere, spring equinox, Southern Hemisphere. But that's what's happening, is changing of the season, okay? Changing of the guard. We're moving into Libra season, all right? So this is really great. Libra is all about balance. It's all about peace, but it's also like relationships. It's a huge thing for y'all. There's going to be a lot of focus on partnerships and relationships for y'all for the next month, okay? I want you to keep that in mind. So a lot of this powering up could be about that. Now, actually, the Sun trining Pluto, by the way, Pluto is in your 10th house, okay? Of career, of fame, of public recognition, of honors, achievements. So when I say powering up, a lot of y'all are going to feel that in your life. And if you're not here for career, pick up the key words I said, like public recognition, the way that you want to be perceived, okay? Whether it's in your family, whether it's in your neighborhood, whether it's your community, this is you powering up and people paying attention to you. You have this power right now. Another thing I'm going to mention is that on Friday, the moon does move into Capricorn. So Pluto is in Capricorn right now. And so this is a really big thing, this powering up, especially Libra. It is a cardinal sign, just like yours, okay? So it's really, again, what have you learned? The cardinal signs are the leaders, by the way. So it's like, what have you learned during these retrogrades? And with the Sun trining Pluto, feeling empowered, what are you going to do to change your life? Remember, this is all about transformation. We're entering a new season, but we're entering a season where it's all about your relationships and partnerships, but also bringing a sense of balance. Remember, the Sun is now with Mars, your ruling planet, all right, in Libra. All right, so this is a big thing. And it's really interesting because that leadership energy is really big. So really stepping up for the rest of the season, especially this week. I say it in the Libra readings all the time. I remind them, listen, John Lennon was a Libra. Gandhi was a Libra. Think about all the, like, Kate Winslet, Anne Rice, Confucius was a Libra. Even Simon Cowell, all right? Libra does rule the justice card, and he is a judge. But there's so many, like, it really is this fairness and being fair-minded about relationships and partnerships and the ones that you want to pursue, but also being honest with yourself. Libra's all about truth as well. So that said, let's get started, okay? Let's get started, Aries. Let's see what's going on for you for the week of September 18th to the 24th. Again, this is for Aries Sun and Aries Rising. If you know your birth chart, feel free to read for your moon, your Venus, all those other placements. Aries, next week we have a full moon in your sign. All right? So there's a lot happening for y'all. Okay, Aries, there's a lot happening for y'all. But let's go ahead and do it, Aries. Let's see what's going on for you for this month, or for this week. Aries, for September 18th to the 24th. So, Aries, like I said earlier, I do a traditional cultic cross spread. Really does bring the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, we will pull clarifiers. Secondly, Aries, you're amazing. Thanks so much for being here. Really appreciate y'all. I hope you are enjoying the last days of the season that you're in. Summer in the U.S. and Canada. You know what I mean. Okay, so here we go. This is a very interesting, very, very interesting. You're good. Okay, you're good. You're good. You're gonna have to make a decision this week, but you're good. Okay. I am already getting energies of like that new job offer for a lot of y'all, or some of y'all wanting to change jobs like in a major way or get a promotion. But anyway, let's get started. You did get the 2 of Wands. Hello. This is an Aries card. I hope you know that. So, what's really interesting is the biggest message that's coming up. The Two of Wands came up in your past. And so, this, at the core of this card, it's just really planning your next step. Not really initiating, but planning, because you've already accomplished a lot. And now there's more that you want to accomplish. You see the man standing at the highest point in the castle. He's got the world in his hand. So, think about like the 14th century. Think about when all those wars were happening, and then the leader won the war. Okay, so what would you do if you were a leader that won one of these wars? Huge battle, right? You have your little feast with your, your royal noblemen or whatever, noblewomen and your queen, and then you go up to your roof and you're like, okay, well, I just won that war. What do I do now? That's what this card is, okay? You've already accomplished so much, and you have yet so much more that you want to do. So now it's like processing. What do I want? And it's a lot of it is also things happening in your life where there could be a lot of movement, okay, that's happening for you, but in a way where you're thinking about it, okay? You're thinking about what are the next steps. Is this the right thing for me? Okay, now, brought us to the Two of Pentacles. All right, so you see you got two twos here. Two, duality. But hey, come on. This is in the Heart of Your Spread. Theme of the week. All right, it looks like I said earlier, some of y'all maybe offered something, okay? And now the decision that you're gonna have to make is like, do I go with this or do I stay with where I'm at, okay? Especially when it comes to career or even relationships. Pentacles are earthbound. They are our physical reality, and so can be relationships, okay, or what's in our physical realm. Now, this card, well, it's a Capricorn card. All right. So remember, I said the sun is trining Pluto. Pluto is currently in Capricorn. So Wands, very enterprise, work related, but your passions at the core of it as well. And so as you can see, there's a lot of like career stuff here. All right. But also a lot of personal development, personal growth, and then spiritual growth. And we'll talk about that in a second. But the Two of Pentacles, you can see the juggler, right? Juggling the Two Pentacles. Now you can see the Pentacles bound in the sign of infinity. So he can be juggling his entire life. Or he can decide to balance things out, to drop one of the Pentacles. I mean, it's up to you. This is your reading, Aries. It's up to you. So this week, you may have a moment where you have to decide what is the next step. I'm planning it. I'm thinking it. Now, something is actually, I wouldn't say forced, but really influencing you to make that decision, okay? Remember I said we're moving into Libra season, which is all about balance and harmony, but balance mostly. This is the card of imbalance. And so it seems like there is something that that you're going to have to adjust, all right? Adjust when it comes to career, when it comes to relationships, partnerships, work, all right? Work, even money situations, could have to do something with finances, because we're talking about Capricorn here too as well. All right, so big thing here. All right, really big thing. Could be a very new thing that you've never had to think about before. Something that again, it could be like a new, even like something as major as changing fields. Or your passion kind of moving in a different direction. Again, what have you learned during Mercury retrograde? What have you learned during Venus retrograde? What is going to bring you that passion? What is your path to enlightenment, right? So now, you did get the Queen of Swords in your challenge area. Interestingly enough, the Queen of Swords is Libra. In your challenge area, remember that balance energy. So, it really is, at this point in time, you really have to be headstrong this week, okay? And you really have to cut through the fat, cut out the white noise, all right? This is a time, remember what I said, I would go, that intuition is going to be really strong. It's going to be really strong for you, but also being headstrong as well. That is the biggest thing, is like, especially with this sign opposing Neptune, don't fall into like anything like delusional, like, not that I'm saying that you are delusional, but like, don't like if there is something so far-fetched, think about it, okay? If it's like an offer, it's almost like that salesman, like too good to be true kind of energy may happen around Tuesday, okay? But just really have that intensity toward your passions, and then really, really be headstrong. Really know what you want. Really, really just, ooh. The Queen of Swords, by the way, I'm going to show you something here. You see no water in this card, right? Left all emotions out at the door. The reason why is because sometimes you don't want your emotions to cloud your judgment, okay? So really thinking clearly this week. Really thinking clearly, especially with the sun trining Pluto. Powerful day of empowerment, okay? Really powering up. That is 3 times I've used the word power in so many ways. But hey, you did get the 10 of Pentacles, okay? And now this is... you got it in your crown. And so, again, it looks like there is money. You know what? It's success. The biggest message coming through is success. That's all you're looking for this week, okay? Or, for the next steps. This is a card of success, prosperity. This is, I say it's the you made it card. You see that it's raining pentacles in the form of the tree of life. Now, this is the 10, right? The 10th sphere. So we've come to our physical realm at this point. And so look how big that castle is. Look how happy that family is. There really is kind of like this unity of all things, this circle of life energy that comes with this card as well. A lot of legacy energy. What is the legacy you want to leave behind? What is the legacy you want to obtain, right? That's going through your mind. That's something that I would like you to focus on this week. It looks like you are, actually. That, again, career energy is a big thing, but it's not limited to career. Again, like I said, this can be also your family, okay? This can also be personal development, personal growth. It can also be... when it comes to money, there could be some sort of there's some like inheritance that could be involved. Especially, I would think more on the first half of the week, if that is something for you. There's a lot of inheritance, or an inheritance energy is coming through with this card. But then you have to remember all that activity with the moon in Scorpio, with Pluto and Capricorn, and then with the moon going into Capricorn, a lot of power there, okay? And then like transformation, but all that, Pluto and Scorpio energy rules the 8th house of inheritance, all right? So, or even investments too. But you did get the sun, all right? So I absolutely love the fact that you did get the sun. And so it looks like there's just a lot of great things happening for you already. So one of the big messages coming through is like, it's almost like these opportunities that you will be having, or that you have already been presented, or that are coming, or that are that you are manifesting. It's better to have opportunities than none at all. It's something that you may be thinking about. There is a sense of like you really having that gratitude moving forward. If not, I would like for you to do that, okay? Have that gratitude for everything that you already do have in your life, but you did get the sun, which is all about optimism, okay? This is all about optimism. It's all about growth, abundance, vitality. You can see there's a lot of freeness with this card. Feeling free, no stress, long hair, no care. So I really love this for you. And as we know, like I said earlier, the sun is moving into Libra, okay? So again, really, really just interesting. Again, relationships and partnerships could be a big deal for you this week, if it hasn't been already, okay? But there's also a big sense of personal growth. It's almost like, what are you going to do? Like I said earlier, what are you going to do now? Sorry, that was supposed to be a mute. What are you going to do now with knowing that with that slingshot energy, right? With all these retrogrades, I mean, like half the solar system is still retrograde, but they are outer planets. It's the ones that are inner that we're happy that they're got, like Venus and Mercury are direct, okay? And so really, like, it's almost like this is everything is like up to you. You have so much power in your hands, literally, with so much handwork here. The globe, the world in your hands. You got pentacles in your hands. And now in the future, you have an archangel with the two cups. All right. Well, this is all about balance as well. Okay. And temperance is in your future. So, I mean, you're good. As long as that balance energy is really big, okay? It's really big. Really have that balance, mind, body, spirit, even in your physical world as well, okay? You can see her foot on the water, foot in the water, foot on the ground, right? So that balance energy and the collective unconscious in the real world and your physical world, okay? So again, with that Sun opposing Neptune energy, I do like it. If you are tapped in to your intuition, into your spiritual side, okay? I mean, you have an archangel in your future, but Neptune, remember, is retrograde in Pisces. Neptune is in Pisces, all right? And so, which is a water sign, and same day the moon will be in Scorpio, which is a water sign. And so that, like, nurturing, that, like, sensitive, that emotional side, and you see her foot in the water as well, which is, they're water signs. But the main thing I want you to see is that, well, two things here. I want you to see that she has the archangel has the sun on her forehead, his forehead, sorry, this is Archangel Michael, on his forehead, right on the pineal gland. So that intuition energy really strong. All right. Secondly, you see the sun in the background there, shaped in a crown, and you see that pathway to it. So everyone's on this path to enlightenment, right? This is just saying, this is in your future. This is saying that have that patience. If you feel a little frustrated, if you feel that things are not happening fast enough for you, if you feel a little confused, go within. Your intuition is going to make all that difference, okay? Tapping within. But also know that the things you want are coming, all right? Don't try to force anything. Don't try to. Everything happens in order, right? And in order. And so it really is saying the things you want are going to come. Have that temperance. Temperance literally means self-restraint. Temperance, by the way, formerly known, temperance, when you break it down in Latin, it's temperare. It actually meant to mix, okay? That's why temperance was formerly known as the alchemist. You can see, again, pouring between the two cups here. And so finding that perfect balance, right? Think of an alchemist. Think of, even modern times, just think of a chef, okay? Think of a bartender. Let's go with a bartender. They're not gonna, if they're gonna make I don't know, a Long Island iced tea, whatever it is, they're not gonna just dump a whole bunch of things into the cocktail, right? Everything's gonna be perfectly measured for that perfect recipe. So that's what I want you to do too, is have that temperance to figure out, what is that balance that's going to create this perfect outcome for me? All right. Am I spending too much time in my physical world? Too much time with my friends? Not enough time on work? Okay. Am I spending too much time at work? Not enough time with kids? Because you can still focus on one thing, but you have to have that balance in your physical world. But again, mind, body, spirit is also a big thing to have that balance with mind, body, spirit, okay? But again, actually with the Queen of Swords in your challenge area, put a little bit more focus on up here, all right? Really, again, I think that there is going to be some decision that you're going to have to make this week. and you have to be very headstrong now. All right, so let's get to your stuff. Aries. Oh gosh, how long have I? Okay, good. I'm trying to keep this one, like, I know I'm going way over with my readings. Aries, if you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I really, really love hearing from y'all. And if you are a subscriber, thanks so much for being here. Y'all are amazing. I wouldn't be here without you. So I am truly grateful, and I do appreciate it. So, Aries. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Aries. You're good. I mean, like, another mind-blowing reading. Like, you are going to get what you want. You're clearly going to get what you want. Okay, let's get started. I mean, you see you got all major arcanas and a court card, but let's go ahead and get started. You did get the world. Look what I did with my hair too. I got to get a cut. You did get the world. All right. So, it is clear as day looking at your spread, thinking about your September forecast, and even your reading last week. It is clear as day. You want change. You want big change in your life. You are ready. You're ready for this new chapter, this new cycle, this new beginning. Okay? Keep your eyes on the prize. Keep your head in the game. You're going to get it. It's coming. All right? The world is the end of the major arcanas. Okay? There are 22 paths in the tree of life. Okay? So you've come to the end, and you can expect, as long as you make that decision, all right? Make that decision you know you have to make. You can begin this new journey, all right? You see the wreath here, the garland is in shape of a 0, which is referencing the Fool. We're starting all over through the Fool's journey, the hero's journey, your journey, okay? So be very proud of yourself. That's one thing that I think that was the message that was coming up earlier that I was getting. A sense of like gratitude, but just be very proud of yourself for how far you have come. Okay? Be very proud of yourself. Now, you got Justice. Ruled by Libra. Changing of the season. We're moving into Libra season. Remember I said it's all about balance. It's all about harmony. It's all about fairness. It's all about justice. And you have justice in your external factors area with Temperance. So 2 cards of balance right next to each other. Okay. Remember, you have the card of imbalance in the heart of your spread. So there is this sense of balance that once you decide, make that decision that you have to make this week, it's going to bring that balance, okay? And then you start this new road, this new journey, new chapter. But justice in your external factors area, this is really, honestly, like, karma is hugely attached to this card, okay? So, I mean, if you think about it, everything that you've done from the past, really leading up to what's happening right now, really having an impact, and honestly, like, creating what's happening now for you, right? And so you always want to be working with your karma, but this is a card where, you know, obviously actions have consequences, but what's happening here for you is saying that there is a sense of this balance coming into your life, the balance that you need. And you see, and again, it's a big deal for you here. Okay. You just got the card of Libra. You got the sun, with the sun moving in Libra. You have a card. You're good is what I'm saying. You're good. There is going to be this sense of justice. Okay. Like, justice will be served. Think of it that way. If you are in some sort of legal situation as well, that you could have answers now, but you could also have, like, if you're working on your karma, and if you know that you're cashing in your karma points right about now, then again, yeah, justice will be served. Justice will be in your favor. The odds will be in your favor, like they say in the Hunger Games. But I absolutely love this for you. I mean, you even see the scale in the judge's hand here, right? I really love this for you. There's a lot happening here, but let's just keep going. Again, you got the Lovers. Remember, I said this is a big time for partnerships and relationships for you, okay? Aries, remember, Mars in Libra, the sun in Libra, that's your 7th house. of partnerships and relationships, and it looks like that's the biggest thing you want right now. It could have to do with the decision that you have to make, whether it's work, career, business, or even romance and love. It could also even be a lot of this empowering energy, having this sense of confidence, having this sense of like empowerment, okay, to really love yourself too, okay. Now, self-love, like it, with the lovers as well. If you are not here for partnerships, if you are not here for career, remember I said from the very beginning, a lot of this is personal growth. So leaving behind the things that you know are not serving you well, all right? Really, really going deep, that intuitive energy, really learning to love yourself, okay? If you can make that happen, you're in touch with your intuitive side. You're in touch with your spiritual side. You have no fears. You have no doubts. Everything is so much easier for you. But you just got the lovers like, you're good because your final outcome, you got the Page of Pentacles. So it looks like something new is coming through. Big time. Big time. Pages usher in new change. I mean, you make that decision, you're good. There is this newness that's coming into your life. It's almost like, Pentacles are money and wealth. So again, a lot of career activity here, a lot of money related activity. So salary obviously tied to career. But the Page of Pentacles, what I love about him, he's the type of page who loves to learn. He loves learning about new things. And especially if it's something that he's going to monetize, right? His dream is to become the King of Pentacles, and he will one day become the King of Pentacles, but who is the richest king. But remember what I said, Pentacles are not only like money and wealth, it's your physical reality as well. So your physical world, it's a physical realm, and which can have to do with partnerships and relationships. But also, it really is, he's very earthy, okay? Pages, this is double earth, by the way. Pages are earth, Pentacles are earth. Very Taurus energy as well, which is like a big thing. And as we know, with Uranus and Jupiter in Taurus right now, that is our second house of salary and income. So a lot of Aries, yeah, you will feel, it's like y'all are starting a new side hustle, starting a new job, getting a promotion, doing a lot of career energy here. A lot of career energy here, but also personal growth, okay? Personal growth. And your personal growth can have to do with your career, okay? It can have to do with relationships. It can have to do with family and friends as well. And any, seriously, a lot of relationship, partnership energy in one-on-one relationship, actually, too, in your spread here. But there is going to be some sort of decision you may want to make. There could be something that you've just been sitting on for a while, too, that you're just like, okay, I got to figure this out, all right? And this is the week that you may do it. But I just want you to enjoy life, okay? I want you to have that moment with temperance in your future. Next to the Justice card, I want you to, it's almost like, when you have so much fun doing something that you're so passionate about and you lose all sense of time, I want you to have that this week, okay? I want you to have that this week. You're going to be absolutely fine. You're going to be 1,000% fine. There's really nothing here that, again, you have a reading where it's just like, you're good. Final verdict, you're good. All right, Aries? You're absolutely good. Just be headstrong, okay? Just remember to be very, very... make smart moves, okay? Smart decisions. And you're going to be fine. Just so very interesting, your entire spread. But again, a lot of it will be partnerships, relationships related for a lot of Aries. Thanks again, Aries, for tuning in. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. And if you're a subscriber, thanks so much for being here. You know I love you. Y'all are amazing. Next week, Aries, yeah, we have the full moon in your sign. So when you think about last week's reading and then what's happening now, and then with the fact that we have a full moon in your sign, which is a great full moon, it's a great full, like, yeah, I did the dance. I did a little dance. It looks like there is, like, your life is starting to change. Okay. I love that for you. Aries, you're amazing. Thanks so much. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.